Playtesting. It is the key to our evolution. It has enabled us to build from the simplest starter decks into masters of the modern metagame. The process is gradual, usually taking thousands of matches, but every few formats, the meta shifts and the game evolves.
In 2000, the comic and superhero world was revitalized with the release of Bryan Singer's X-Men, starring Patrick Stewart, Ian McKellen, Halle Berry, Famke Janssen, and the at the time unknown Hugh Jackman. Before this film, most superhero movies were underproduced, underacted, straight-to-video nonsense.
Except Blade.
Oh yeah, Blade rules.
Prior to 2000, there was a rich market of X-Men and other superhero card collections. But it all changed in 2000 when card mogul Fleer lost the rights to X-Men and it was picked up by Wizards of the Coast. Riding their success from Magic the Gathering and Pokemon was scooping up intellectual property left and right looking for their next hit. This led to Wizards purchasing the X-Men TCG and assigning Mike Fitzgerald as the leader of developing the project. Fitzgerald had a lot of experience working on Pokemon, WCW Nitro, and the popular game Wyvern, produced by US Games. During a 2005 interview with Real Men Play Board Games podcast, Fitzgerald said, I had to crank this game out in 30 days where I usually get 3 to 6 months for game design.
30 days is an extremely limited time considering he had to collaborate with 3 major companies.
Wizards of the Coast was responsible for the mechanics of the game, Marvel Comics for the images on the cards, and 20th Century Fox for the still photos of the actors used as their likenesses. This led to some production delays, leading individual booster packs not to be sold for up to 6 months after the initial release of the starter decks.
The set consists of 100 cards and had an expansion planned called X-Men Generation, which would include new heroes and villains, including Cable, Nightcrawler, Pyro, Lady Deathstroke, and others. But the lack of interest forced Wizards of the Coast to cancel the expansion.
There are, however, mock-up sheets of the unreleased cards known to Wizards of the Coast employees as the Generations God Book.
The X-Men TCG is unique because it combines traditional attack and defense strategies with the variants of dice rolling. A player's deck will contain up to 30 power in heroes and 2 villains. The game begins by taking the danger room to number 1 and raising it 1 every turn after.
Instead of casting costs, only cards with equal or lesser danger room numbers can be played. Players start their turn by drawing a card and untapping any X-Men that may have been tapped in the previous turn.
Then you may play any of your lightning or power-up cards. Lightning cards give a boost for the next attack you make with your heroes. The danger room requirement must be met, as well as tapping one of your heroes that have at least 1 strength in that card's color. You may play as many lightning cards as you have heroes to tap to pay their cost.
Power-ups are like enchantments and auras in Magic the Gathering and stay on the battlefield. They have a static effect on the game or the hero or villain they are attached to.
Then, a player may play a mission with an equal or lesser number than the danger room number. Missions allow your heroes to attack the villains by declaring one hero the leader and then tapping all of the heroes you wish to bring on that mission that have at least 1 strength in that mission's color. You add the total bonus of the mission and the strength of the heroes brought in that color.
Momentum cards can be played after the mission is declared. They also must be played on a hero that's different than the mission leader, and will give an attack boost or an additional effect before damage is dealt.
The attacking player determines the villain they are attacking, and subtract the villain's strength from the total of the attacking heroes, and then rolls that many dice. The result of these die roll determine the outcome of the attack. The specific dice result in each of the following actions. On a 1, the defending player's mutant ability triggers. On a 2, the attacker takes damage. On a 3, 4, and 5, the defenders take damage. And on a 6, the attacker's mutant abilities trigger. If you cannot play a mission card on your turn, you cannot attack with your heroes on this turn, and must move on to the next phase. Then you may attack your opponent's heroes using one of the 4 villains. Combat rules are the same, but there will be no missions or momentum cards to boost your total.
After the villain attack, the turn passes to the defending player. The game is won when any player defeats 2 villains or their opponent's entire team of X-Men has been defeated.
All right. We got the X-Men 2000 TCG pre-cons here. We've got them each splayed out here so we can take a look at their composition before we crack a couple of packs.
Yeah, so, I mean, I'm looking at it now, and at this point, Red and I have played a couple of practice games, and so we kind of have an idea of, like, like you said, the composition of the cards. And something we notice is there's not a ton of consistency with, like...
The curve?
The curve, yeah, exactly. So, especially in Red's deck. My deck is a little bit more curve heavy, or curve happy, I guess. But it's
have
also
nothing to do on turns 3 and 4.
Right.
I mean, I hope I draw more than one of the 2 missions. Otherwise, I'm not attacking.
I mean, and then like, yeah, this one it's like red. The red color is your best attack stats with these 3 heroes, but there's also like in the late game you can only attack on green missions. So there's some inconsistencies.
I like that my green missions are in the middle of the curve when I need them here or there, but all my bombs are in my heavier attack color.
And then also, yeah, my deck 2 lightnings, just 2.
Yeah, I got 2 and they just heal. They don't really do anything.
Oh, mine do too.
Yeah, okay.
Look at that. Are they the same one? You can make it. No.
First aid.
It's
It's
like-
like 2 damage counters. It's the green one.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, yours is for 1.
Mine's only for
3.
1. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Well, so what we're gonna do, as is tradition, is we're gonna open 2 packs of the sealed product. So I'll put my packs right here. And unlike Austin Powers last week, there are no good or bad affiliations.
Nope.
We each take 3 heroes and 2 villains in.
You can take as many heroes as you want, but you can only have a total power of 30. Oh no, sorry. Team value is 10 in the bottom corner.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, and the star is the rare, right?
The star, yeah, it uses like Pokemon
The
Classic.
Pokemon, yeah.
Circles are commons. Wow, it puts the rare right in the front there.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So my rare is a blue power up, and we don't have any power ups that came in the starter deck.
No, we did not.
These act like equipment.
They do.
Okay. Oh, a 4 green mission. Only 1 X-Men may attack, but double their green strength. Okay. I got a storm. Hey. Oh, if it's 4 or more, you may tap Storm to play this card.
Okay.
Choose a villain, attach the card to him or her,
Literally have one of these.
and then that villain in the battles 3 or 4s don't do damage.
Oh.
Discard this card at the end of that battle.
Fastball special. Oh, this is funny. It's the it's a momentum and it's Cyclops throwing Wolverine. Roll red strength or less. After the dice are rolled, do 2 red damage to the villain.
Okay, here we go. This is a fun one. Stay out of reach. When a villain attacks my team, I may discard this card from play before the dice I rolled. If I do, 3s don't do damage.
Okay. And you can only have 1 power up out at a time?
No. I don't know. I'll have to look that one up.
I was gonna say, yeah, we gotta check the rules.
Luckily, we got the old.
We got the rule book. We got it.
Power up cards. You may play power up cards at the same time and in the same way you play lightning cards.
Oh,
So you're gonna have to tap. But then once it's down, it's down. Oh, 40 card is in a constructed deck. I don't think we need to go up to 40.
We can say 30, yeah.
Yeah, but up to only 3 copies of a card in your deck.
Gotcha. Okay.
So what I did is I fixed my curve. I had to fix the curve. There were no 3s or 4s at all. There were like 5 missions. So we got that under control. I cut one of the 3 2s for a 1 that lets me reroll my dice. We got a couple of 3s in there, a 4, 2 5s, 2 6, 2 7, and 8 and a 9. That's just a better curve. The only thing that's gonna suck is if I like draw a couple 6s or 7 in the early game, but that's how the deck was anyway. There's no difference. And then I added a couple of the power-ups because there were no power-ups, and I think power-ups are really fun to play.
Yeah, there was no power-ups in the in the booster deck. So yeah, this is our first time ever playing with power-ups on the official game. That's fun.
And I cracked the Call of the Heavens was the storm specific power-up that cancels all 3s and 4s when a villain
Oh, you
tries
do
to
have a
attack
storm.
me. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I feel like I never remember Storm.
Storm's great. She's one of my favorite X-Men.
Well, I know, but in the context of this game.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, of course, we remember Storm saying, what happens to a toad when it's struck by lightning.
Do you know what happens to a toad when it's struck by lightning?
Which, if you attack Toad with Storm, I think it should be in the rule book somewhere that you have to say that specific line.
I have to say it.
It's the same thing that
It's the
happens.
same thing
to
as
every-
everything
same
else,
thing
yeah.
that happens to everything else.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
The same thing that happens to everything else.
We're just gonna leave that hanging like an unresolved cord.
I was gonna say, yeah. Let the comments jump in on there. How do you feel about your deck?
I feel much better now than I did once we splayed the deck out and I realized that the curve had a massive hole in the beginning of the curve.
Right.
Like it feels so much worse to draw a 7 on turn 3 than it does to draw a 3 on turn 7.
Yeah, I think that's probably like one of the big differences between this game and like Magic or Pokemon or one of the other like really popular TCGs. If you're playing Magic and you have 7 mana and like you draw a 2 mana spell, like it's usually bad. Like it's bad news. And in this game, I feel like if you draw like an underpowered mission, but like it gets you to the point where you can play your momentum, then like it's pretty good. So it doesn't hurt nearly as much.
The momentum could really help make up for a mediocre mission at that time. Okay, the dice gets a little out of hand, so we're gonna end up using a dice tray today.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of dice in this game. Yeah, so
it can get a little silly towards the end of the game.
Yeah, if you've ever played, and luckily I think that we have a pretty good handle on like which dice do what at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, like the rules of what the numbers are?
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple games in, we've got
I was
to
like,
figure
yeah,
it out.
it's fairly straightforward.
Yeah, so if we don't re-explain the rules, we hope you got it well enough in the intro.
Hoping so.
All right.
Alrighty.
So we high roll?
High roll for turn, sure.
All right.
That
There we
is
go.
not what I
That's
wanted
a
to see.
decent high roll.
That's a 10. Alright, here we go. I'm smelling boxcars. And I'm just having a stroke.
Half a boxcar.
That is a 6.
All right. I'll go first if you want to draw our 7. This is a Wizards game after all.
It is.
So,
Danger Room level 1.
Danger Room level 1.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to draw a card. Draw for turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, not going to help me in this particular moment.
Not so much.
But what I can do is I can tap a blue hero and play a power-up, stay out of reach. When a villain attacks my team, I may discard that card from play before the dice are rolled. If I do, 3s don't do damage.
Okay, and do you have to declare attacks first, or
When a villain attacks my team,
got you.
before the dice are rolled,
Then
I
you can sacrifice that
activate
when
this.
the villain attacks your team. Okay, cool.
So I don't know if there's going to be 3s on the table.
Yeah, we don't know when
I
that's
feel
going to happen.
It costs 1.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. You do get a villain attack.
I do. I'm going to get a villain attack. I think I'm going to use Mystique to attack your team.
With blue.
With blue.
Okay.
Right? You're 8 against the 3.
Mystique has an 8 blue rating, and I have a 1, a 0, and a 2, so 3 total.
Gives
So
me 5 die.
5 die. So here they come. Okay.
Oh, incredible.
We got a 6.
Okay, so looks like Mystique triggers.
Yeah. So what is her mutant ability?
If there are any cards in my opponent hand, you discard 1 at random.
Okay, so Red is going to pick out a card from my hand that he doesn't know what is, and it's going to go to the bin.
It's that one.
Okay, it is Bad Blood, a Danger Room level 8 mission.
He needs that right now.
You know what? That you could have discarded something worse. And then
so we each take 2 damage.
So Mystique takes 2.
Mystique is going to take 2. I choose where the damage goes.
But it has to be.
It has to be even.
Okay,
but I am going to put it on Jean and Rogue because Wolverine can heal.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, here we are.
Yep.
All right. I will draw for my turn.
Hmm.
Not terribly helpful right now. I am going to. I'm going to tap Wolverine.
Okay.
And I'm going to play No Way Out, which is a power up. Whenever a villain attacks with green, it gets -1.
Okay.
Okay. And then I will take my villain attack, and I'm going to use my pal Sabretooth and his red attack against your red defense. So you have a 4,
Total of 4.
and Sabretooth has 9, so I will also roll 5 dice. Alright. Okay, we have 2 1s, a 2, a 5, and a 6.
Okay, so I get 2 activated triggers.
You do.
And you get 1 of your triggers, but you don't have any damage currently, and then we're each going to take 1. So I'm going to just choose to activate Cyclops twice and do 1 green damage to the villain. So I'm going to do 2 green damage to Sabretooth. And
Take
then,
2.
because it heals, it goes A, B, C mutant powers.
Right.
This is a B power, so you're going to get 2 ping, and then the C power will activate.
Okay.
So it's going to end up with 1 damage on Sabretooth, and then we each take 1 damage.
Okay, so Sabretooth takes 2, and then
Yep.
I will put 1 damage on. They're all the same, Professor X.
Professor Xavier.
Okay. That concludes my turn.
Yep.
So we would
Danger
room
yep.
up to 2. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Hopefully that doesn't get a copyright flag.
I think we're going to be okay. If we didn't get flagged for the Austin Powers episode, we're going to be fine.
I mean, yeah, baby.
I do have a 2 mission.
Oh,
I'm so sorry. We untap Storm for the return. We are going to attack with the Professor and Storm. I'm going to choose Storm to be the leader of my blue mission. It's a +2 mission, and during the attack, before any dice do anything, I may re-roll one of those dice.
okay.
And then I've got this here level 2 momentum I can play. That 1s don't activate mutant powers for this attack.
Oh no.
So I don't have to re-roll the 1s.
And which villain are you attacking?
I am going to attack Toad.
Okay, so you have 7 plus 2, so 9 against 6. So you would roll 3 dice.
3 dice against our friend Toad.
Against, alright. What's gonna happen?
Oh, what's going to happen is 1s don't trigger, a 6 triggers.
So you get 1
I
mutant ability.
remove 1 of the dice, and nothing happens.
Nothing happens. Just a big old bonk. Bonk sandwich.
Okay.
Alright. Get those non-permanents off the battlefield. You do have a villain attack.
Attack, though. I think we're going to do just another blue Mystique into the
Okay.
team. You know, yeah, we'll do a blue Mystique into the team. Get me some 5 dice.
Alright, roll them up.
Lordy Lord. There we go. That looks much better. We got,
Oh, wow.
That was 4.
It was, so 3 4s and 2 6s. And what is Mystique 6 again?
You discard
Oh,
2
no.
cards at random.
Oh, losing my darn hand here. Okay, well,
This looks good for
This is-
old me.
this is the classic control player
Let's take the
mentality.
2 center ones.
Oh my god, they're the same.
Oh, your 4 missions.
Oh, my 4 mission.
Oh, no.
Okay, so that's something
That's
turn
it.
4 Gobo
And then
have to worry about.
we're going to do one to
One
everyone.
one to everybody.
Yep.
That's even.
Seems good.
Okay. Alrighty. I will untap and draw and begin my turn.
So there's no interaction in the game. But with the dice giving yourself randomization, even if you have an overpowered deck, you still could just roll like a chump.
That absolutely can happen. Okay, and you can only play momentums that are the same color as your mission, right?
No, I just think it needs to have, you need one of the attacking people needs to have a number in that color.
Gotcha.
So I couldn't use a blue mission when I'm attacking with Cyclops because it doesn't have any blue.
I see. Okay. Well, I'm gonna let's go missioning, as it were. All right. Let's let's attack Mystique with Wolverine and Rogue. And my mission card I'm going to play is Agility Trial, which does allow me to draw a card.
Okay.
And it's going to be a red attack.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, you just I declare Wolverine as my leader.
Yeah.
So 3, 7, 10 against 7 red. So I will roll 3 dice against the Lady Mystique. I got a 2, a 3, and a 2.
That's what's up. So
Don't love
Mystique
that.
takes 1, and you guys take 2 divided.
So Wolverine will get 1, and then where do you want the next one to go?
That rogue.
That's Rogue. Okay. Well, that did not go as I had hoped.
Nope.
I think we're gonna do Sabretooth at your team again for my villain attack. Do you want to activate your power up in response?
No, we're gonna wait.
We're gonna wait.
We're gonna wait.
All right.
Woo!
Wow.
No 3s.
Two 1s, 2 6s, and a 5.
Okay, for the 1s.
Yeah, because everything
Okay,
resolves
so
before Sabretooth.
he just heals. So, you know what? For my 1s, I'm just gonna remove the 6s and take the damage.
Okay. 1 to Cyclops.
1 to Cyclops.
All right. And that will conclude my turn.
Alright.
One more step into the danger room.
Danger room
Danger.
3. Wrong cards. But, untap.
Okay.
Yep. What we can do, though, is I can tap a green, and I can heal one of my X-Men.
That does happen.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And then we'll go to my villain attack. We'll use Magneto this time to attack your team with 8 blue, same as Mystique, so it should be 5 dice.
It is.
And okay, we get some okay rolls. Looks like we're taking 1, you're taking 3. We get a Magneto, so 1s and 6s don't activate. But everyone in the team takes 1, and so does Magneto.
Okay. Yeah, that wasn't the worst.
Yep.
Okay. And then is it my turn?
Yep.
All right.
After that, I got nothing.
I will untap, upkeep, and draw. Okay.
There's no up.
There's an upkeep in our hearts.
Yeah.
All right. I also do not have a Danger Room 3 mission, so I will tap Rogue and activate Ready or Not, which is a power up, which says attach it to an X-Men that has red power, and from here going forward, her red strength is now +1, so she is a 4 red power, right?
Okay.
3.
Cool.
Like
equipment.
It's like an equipment.
Yeah.
Like an aura.
There you go.
Yeah, like everything's just magic.
It's all just magic.
It's all just magic.
Everything's just kicker.
All mechanics are just kicker.
Okay, let's see here. So your red is your weakest. What is your green? Your green is 4?
My green is 4. My blue is 4. It's all 4.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. My blue is 7. But
Okay.
red and green are both 4.
Okay. So I can attack with Magneto, but he's minused by 1 because of my enchantment. Alright, I will attack you team with Sabretooth again.
Okay.
And roll a 5 here.
Let's go.
Alright, 2 6s and 3 3s. Well, that's not the worst.
That's what you want, right?
Okay. So Sabretooth will take 1.
There. Wow, and I take 4.
Alright, so 1 to
Who
each
takes
of the
2?
1 to each of the team, and then Cyclops already goes up to 2, so it can't be Cyclops. We will do Storm. Okay. So it did some damage.
Oh yeah, that's good. Good roll. Anything else?
That's all I got. Danger Room 4.
Oh. Alright, come on. Give me a 3, 4, 2, 1. I don't care. Give me a mission. Hey!
Better lucky than good, huh?
Yeah, we got it. We got there in the end. Okay, so we are going to attack with Storm and the Professor. We're going to attack Toad. We're going to do a little 3 mission.
Okay.
During this attack, before any dice do anything, I may reroll one of the die.
All right. Do you have any
And I was
momentum to play as well?
thinking, let's just do the exact same thing for my momentum. Before the attack, I can reroll any die. So I can reroll 2 die after I roll.
Okay.
It's a blue attack, so I'm already at 7 plus 3 is 10.
So roll 4.
4 for the dice,
Toad.
and I get to reroll 2 of them.
Okay.
Rolling 4 hits right here. Okay, we got 2 hits. We're gonna
I was
reroll
like,
the 2
don't
dot
that.
hits. 1 hits.
Oh,
my
4
God.
hits! Better lucky than good.
That's all you need sometimes.
Pretty good. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
Toad is bopped a little bit there.
And then we're gonna go swinging. Let's use Magneto again. We'll get that
Okay.
5 dice going.
I'm assuming blue.
Blue. Yep, we're gonna do a blue
Okay.
attack with Magneto.
All right, here they come.
Okay, we got a 6, 5, 5, 3, and 1, 2. The 6s just say 1 and 2 ones don't activate.
Okay.
So Magneto takes 1, and each of your guys
Each
take
of my guys
1.
take 1. Yeah, my X-Men are hurting a little bit
Not
here.
terrible.
Okay. I really need to.
Looking good for the little brother.
I really need to get some draws here. This could be Big Brother's first L of the season. Oh, I know how the Packers feel now.
Don't dance too soon.
I will draw a card. Darn it. I mean, oh good. I do not have a level 4 or lower mission, which is not ideal, but
Not for him.
not for me. It's not good for me. I'm going to attack your green with Magneto.
Okay.
And
So
he
it's 4 green.
it's 4 green against 9. So, but he loses 1 because of my enchantment. So I only
4
roll
die.
4.
All green villain attacks. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Your enchantment, you mean power up.
My power up.
Power.
Speaking of power ups, that was not ideal. Okay, so Magneto is a power A. So
Doesn't just 6s and 1s don't do anything. So one of my team takes 1 and Magneto takes 2.
yeah, that's wow. I am. Holy cow. Okay.
Seems good.
This has not been my best game of X-Men TCG, if I'm being honest.
Who do you wanna ping?
I will give it to Cyclops instead.
Sure.
Okay. I will then pass the turn.
Okay. So we go to Danger Room 5.
Okay.
And I draw a card. Untap my cards. We're going to do another blue attack with the Professor and Storm. And we're going to lead with Storm to do a dogfight. A level 5 mission gives me +4.
Okay.
And then we're going to, on the Professor, pounce to get an extra 2 attack. So it's 7 blue plus 4 is 11, plus another one is 13 against his 6. So I get to roll 7 dice. Yep. I know math. That's the catchphrase. That's his catchphrase.
Oh wow.
Well, so it's not great.
It's not
It's
at
not
all.
great. Okay, so well, first mutant abilities trigger.
He gets to do a damage to some X-Men. Oh wait, it's do red damage to the X-Men that's fighting him. So who is the leader?
Okay, so it would be the Storm would be the leader in this
Okay,
one.
so Storm immediately takes 2 damage.
Two damage right off the top.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And then
And then you take 3, Toad takes 3, and I can take 2 spread evenly, probably among the 2 attackers, right?
yes.
So another like
So a 5 and 2.
5
Yeah.
and 2.
Okay.
Okay, and then Toad's up to 7.
I was like, that was pretty good.
Pretty good.
All right, you do get a villain attack.
We're gonna do another blue Magneto attack into the team for 5
For
dice.
5. Okay,
Yeah.
here we
Here
go.
we go again. We're gonna get him. We're gonna get him.
Not gonna work.
Seems to be working. Okay, so 1s don't trigger. I take 1, you take 2.
Yep. So 3. And
Let's
then-
do Jean Grey and Rogue.
Okay. That's pretty good. Okay, Rogue is getting a little spooky.
And with that, you can have a turn.
Okay. Untap. Draw. Alright, I'm going to do this. I am going to attack Mystique with Wolverine, and I'm going to play Berserker Rage as my mission,
Okay.
which triples his red power.
Red power.
So he becomes a 12, so I would roll 5 dice.
Okay.
And then I'm also going to tap Rogue to play a power-up, and I'm going to tap, what it does is I get to tap one of your creatures, and it doesn't untap until you're on your next
So
one.
Kiss for luck. If the danger room is 3 or more, you may tap Rogue.
I didn't
Choose one of my. It's fine. Choose one of my opponent's X-Men. Attach this card to him or her. If that X-Men isn't tapped, tap him. It does not untap during the next opponent's untap step.
Correct.
Ooh.
And I am going to do it on Professor X.
Professor X. Okay.
Yeah. And then I will attack.
That's not ideal.
I will attack Mystique with 12 against 7 red, so I will roll 5.
Not terrible. Ones and twos.
Oh!
I see some ones in there.
Three ones!
Oh.
Okay.
I'll take the 2 damage. You're going to discard 3 cards, amigo.
That is true.
That
is very true. That
gnarly.
is... Wow. Not what I was hoping for. Okay. Yeah.
Let's just
take me to
Check
church.
the guts.
Okay. You got my precision fire,
Oh, your next 2.
my blood feud, and my showdown. Oh wow, and it's turn 5.
Your next 2 missions.
Yeah, that.
Oh, that's brutal.
Yeah, that stinks. That stinks. Right down to the core. All right.
You know what really stinks is as we go into your next villain, I think I will activate my
Okay.
power-up card. So
So
threes,
threes don't do
will not do
anything.
damage this
All
turn.
right. I will. Let's send Sabretooth
Mm-hmm.
into the fray for 5.
Here we go.
And 3s don't do anything. Okay, so there's 2 3s.
Oh my goodness! We're just getting all the luck today.
I
You're
was
right.
gonna say.
When you're lucky, you don't need to be good.
I was gonna say. So Sabretooth is gonna take 1.
Yep.
You do get a mutant activation.
One mutant activation. You just have 1 damage,
And 1 damage, which I'm gonna put on Storm.
which you would put on Storm. I think I'm just gonna remove that dice from
Okay.
the equation.
All right. So nothing happens except Sabretooth
Nothing
takes 1.
Wow,
Yeah, that could have gone better.
that worked out really well.
I was gonna say, yeah. Alrighty.
Anything else?
That's it.
All right.
I'm
Danger Room 6.
I feel very much in danger right now.
Here we go. Let's draw my card.
Okay.
Let's untap only Storm. And
Yep.
then you get your.
And that
cards
goes to
back.
the bin.
That would totally neuter me. You did the right thing by hitting the green, the one that also had green.
Mm-hmm.
But I actually have. We can just go in with Cyclops only on a green mission. Gives me +6 to my
Okay.
green.
And which?
I think we're just gonna
character
also
is it?
attack Toad.
Okay. Okay. So this is 3 dice.
So 3 dice
Okay.
against Toad. It's technically enough to kill him.
I mean, yeah.
If I roll a 6, I do an extra green damage to the villain.
so 6 is basically.
So
it.
anything that's not 2 and 1 does damage to Toad. Okay, so 2 damage to Toad, 1 damage to Cyclops. Toad's at 9.
Toad's at 9, and then Toad gets to do 1 damage back.
Before my villain attack, I'm gonna tap Storm.
Uh-oh.
And I'm going to play this lightning card. If there are any cards in my opponent's hand, he or she discards 2 of them at random. And it looks like you have 2 cards in your hand, so we're just going to just rip the hand apart and just give you very little chance to recover.
That might be the dagger.
That might
Okay.
do it, huh?
Um,
I probably should have done that before combat, but yeah.
That's okay.
It's
I
scheduled,
did
right?
not have a lightning.
Let's do a Magneto attack against your team, getting me those 5 blue dice.
Okay.
1s don't trigger for you. If I roll a 6. Here we go. Okay, so we got 4 damage to your team and 1 damage to the and 1 trigger for you.
Mm-hmm. I'm actually going to use Jean Grey's ability
To draw a card. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
So we'll give
Four
so we'll do
damage.
1 to everybody, and we'll give the extra 1 to Rogue.
Okay, so Rogue goes to
And then
8. Oh god, she's almost
And then
done.
Magneto does not take any
He
damage.
does not. I will untap and draw. Okay. Okay. You know,
It's a good sound.
it's not good. It's not. No, none of this is good. Okay, I am going to attack Magneto with Wolverine and Rogue using the mission Combat Training, which also allows me to draw a card.
Seems good.
Yes.
Seems
And then I will play a momentum on Rogue. If Rogue's mutant power is activated this turn, I get to choose anybody's mutant power.
good. Okay.
Instead of
activate
but
it.
I have to get a 6. So I got 4, 8, 10 against 6, so I roll 4. It's not super amazing, but it's what I got.
Yep.
That's what I got.
That's what we got.
Alright, okay, I got a 4, a 5, a 2, and a 1. So Magneto gets an activation, which there's no 6s, so it doesn't matter. He will take 2 damage, and then he'll give 1 back, and I'll just put it on Wolverine, since he was the captain of the mission here. Going to my second main phase, I am going to activate a lightning card, and it's you can make it, and remove 1 damage from one of my X-Men, and I'm going to remove 1 from Rogue.
Seems good. Seems good.
Okay, that
A bad attack could have killed Rogue.
that was
That was a good turn.
still not. I mean,
was a turn.
I mean, we're not back into it
Things
yet,
happened,
but that was not the worst turn we've had. That's all I got.
Okay.
Let's take up the danger room.
Danger Room 7.
Danger room.
Okay, so we are gonna draw, then untap.
Yep. Now you can untap Professor X.
Adverse to magic. Because I only need to do 1 more damage to Toad. So I'm tempted to just avoid Toad for the minute and try to
Try to beef up the damage on some of the
see
other
how
guys.
much. See if I can just finish Sabretooth this turn
That's
and just go for it. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that.
Let's do that.
We're gonna
Okay.
do a blue attack with the Professor and Storm.
Okay.
We're gonna just lead with the Professor to give me rerolls. We're gonna do a +8 mission and a +2 momentum.
Okay. So that's 10 for 17 against 6. So
I
you
get to
roll 11 dice. 11. I have no cards in my hand, by the way. I love that our warm-up game went really well for me, and then I am literally
You called it.
I'm getting blown out in this game.
So there's 3, 4, 5,
Oh, there's
6,
your-
7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Okay, I
11
was like, I
dice.
thought that was your roll. I was like, oh,
Nope.
it's probably gonna be worse.
Okay.
Watch, here we go.
I need
11
6
2.
hits and 11 dice.
11 2.
Most of the hits.
It's gonna be
most
like
of the dice hit.
the worst reverse Yahtzee of all time.
6s let me re-roll. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Hit. It just doesn't matter. Hit. Okay, you get 2 mutant activations, but I get 3 re-rolls, so I think I will just re-roll 1 and 2 instead. Let's re-roll one of the 6s. Why not?
Sure.
Get something out of it.
So.
Okay. So you get 1 mutant heal
Okay.
before any damage happens, down to 3. But then I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damages, which means
Sabretooth.
Sabretooth
Is
is
defeated.
done.
K.O. Neat.
And then I get a villain attack.
You
So
do.
let's use Mystique, because she has the discard ability, which is just... Would you have any cards in your hand? Alright, never mind. We'll use Magneto. Against your team, that gives me 5 dice.
Yes, it does. All right. Here come the ones. Here come the ones.
No ones.
Ones.
All 3s, 4s, and 5s. Here we go.
Let's go.
Oh, wow, just brutal. Nope, 6 happens, 1s don't activate.
Okay.
Because that's a B ability.
That's fine.
Woo!
So Magneto takes 2 damage.
You
though.
take 1, and Magneto does take 2.
Okay.
Let's give it to Rogue.
Yeah. Okay, well, I didn't draw any more cards,
Okay.
so I will untap. I will draw my lonely card.
It's a mission.
Okay.
It's fine.
I'm going to play Agility Trial, and I'm going to send Rogue and Wolverine at Magneto.
Okay.
I do get to draw a card.
Yep.
It is not anything that I can play right now. So we are going to go 3, 7, 11 against 6. So I roll 5 dice.
Okay.
Ah! Wow.
I see 1s in there.
There's a 1. There's a. Okay, so 1 hit against.
So your 6s don't do anything. We don't have any 6s. You take 1. Magneto takes 3. Magneto is defeated.
Okay, so if you like massively whiff on Toad, I could win this.
You
game.
do have a chance.
I have a chance.
And I'm going to tell you, it's actually in the heart of the cards. I don't have a mission in my hand. So I need a mission. Now we're going into the 8th. I think I only have 1 mission that's a 9. So like any of the missions in my deck do it, but if I don't draw a mission, he has a chance.
I have a chance. I mean, effectively, like
I could still kill Rogue, but I have to kill your whole team. That's not.
you have to kill my whole team, but Rogue would be pretty devastating.
That would be it would limit the attack choices.
It would be
you have,
really
yeah.
not super
I would
cash money.
neuter Wolverine, yeah.
Okay. I yield the turn. Let's see the heart of the cards.
Danger Room 8. It could still be in the dice for you. So we'll attack with the Professor and Storm.
Plus 8, so
I have
15. Oh, and you have a momentum too.
I can re-roll up to 2 dice.
Oh my god.
And we're gonna attack. We're gonna lead with the Professor, so that I can, if I get any 6s, I can re-roll
15.
more.
So you have to do 1 damage with 9 dice.
Yeah. So that's 5, 6, 7. 8,
This doesn't
9.
look too good for me.
Doesn't look good for Gobo, huh?
I give my Stanley like, alright, what are you saying, true believers? 9 2s. Okay. We get some
So you get a couple of abilities. Oh no, but I get at least a couple
you have
of
an
rerolls. No, I get 3 rerolls.
Okay.
Okay, so
Toad takes 8.
Toad
Takes 7.
Toad eats it.
That would be the game.
Oh, sometimes little brothers do beat big brothers.
Damn it! Alright.
Woo, that was a lot of
That
fun.
was the game, yeah.
Well,
you know what? You found a way to be a control player in X-Men.
A game that's got no
I
instant
had
speed
another.
interaction.
I had another mission. I was.
Oh,
ready
and
to
you
go.
had the mission
I
in your
had a
hand.
mission.
That's a pretty good +6
Yeah,
mission.
there was a chance.
There was
a
like
chance.
a real chance in there. What a game. That was a lot of fun.
You know, incorporating dice as well as cards, and then I really love that there's a real X-Men flair. You know, like the abilities are relevant. I mean, we're such big Marvel Comics fans.
Yeah.
I think it's so cool that we can actually, like, in a card game, do these abilities.
I mean, the flavor work too. Your rogue's ability to steal any other mutant's powers exactly on flavor. Both Wolverine and Sabretooth had the ability to heal to regenerate.
Yeah.
They got the flavor right as well, which
They did.
is awesome.
Yeah, and then Cyclops just does damage. You know, he just fires a laser at you.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a really good time with this game. I'll tell you, playing it's a shame. It's because I can see like strategy really evolving. I can see like there being a power creep if they were like more sets printed. Was there going to be an X-Men that was like so powerful with their mutant ability or villain or what have you?
I mean, ways to manipulate the die. I can definitely see different effects really starting to come in here. Immediately, I can see that you had, I think, a power advantage off the gate, but I had more of an ability to just manipulate the rolls, which I think ended up being way more powerful in a luck-based game.
100%, yeah. Yeah. Just the and then the dice give it so much variance, So I don't know if there would ever be like a competitive X-Men the 2000 movie CCG scene. I know that they had planned it. I mean, we talked about that in the history of the game a little bit.
It's possible, but again, if they had managed to launch the packs at the same time they were launched the starter set, this would have been a completely different conversation altogether.
I think so.
This was a Wizards product with one of their better designers. Like this, it could have been something.
And I think that the design quality is definitely there. I love the art as well. I mean, you guys will see a lot of these pictures. They're comic versions of the characters, not the movie versions. I think the movie versions were the like special edition ones that they handed out at the X-Men premiere.
Yep, there were two. There were supposed to be like 5 to 7 promos. Only 2 of them were ever printed.
Yeah, the only 2. One was sent to card stores, and then one was given out at the movie theater.
Movie promo.
Yeah. So, and we didn't get those. We just opened packs. So that was X-Men the CCG. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, give us all the metrics to help our algorithm. Check out our social media. We have our Instagram page is now launched. We do have a Discord. Anything else, Red, before we wrap up?
Yeah, we should have 2 episodes posted at this time right now. We're going to post our regular episodes monthly. Keep an eye out for those. And then we're going to try to make as much new side content as possible in the meantime. Catch us either on a Tabletop Simulator or sometimes we play live camera with Spell Table.
I was going to say, yeah, if you have an X-Men CCG deck and want to play against us on Spell Table, please leave us a comment, because that would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, join the Discord. We'll see you. It'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm into it. All right, I guess that's it. Thank you so much for joining us on Decked and Gone.